everyone, it's your girl Sierra. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm giving you guys a half glomby, half glam, half zombie makeup look. I just want to tell you guys that I'm sorry, but a lot of this video is kind of out of frame, and I was chewing my gum so annoyingly. Slap me. Like, I feel stupid. I'm never gonna chew gum in a video again. But I also just wanted to say that I wish this would have turned out a little bit better than it did. Maybe next year's videos will be better, but let's do this. So, okay, I basically just started off by taking that side of my face that I wanted to do the zombie transformation in and lined it with latex in the shape that I wanted, and then I took some toilet paper and put that on that latex area. So from what I've seen, a lot of people, to replicate skin or burnt gnawed skin, they use the toilet paper, so that's what I was going for. I wish that I knew more techniques for special effects makeup, but this is what I've seen. So I basically just used some latex to lay it down, and then I took some what are they called, cream face paints, that I found at Walmart, and mixed some colors. I think I used white, orange, and blue to get an off whitey, browny color. And then I'm just taking some brown from a palette that I have, and a lot of this makeup look is just products that I have that aren't special effects makeup. So that's why I feel this was a little bit more difficult for me in this video. Eventually I will get to that point in my life where I can do special effects makeup to the extent that I want to. But anyways, I just did some under eye bags, and I just took lots of blues and browns and reds, and I even added yellows and lots of gray tones just to really make the skin look dead. As you guys can see here, I'm just taking a big brush and just making it kind of look dirty, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some veins. So that's why I use that blue face paint. I actually thought that I was gonna use this palette more than I did this Halloween. I just found that I was wait, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know how to use these. So I just added some veins with that blue cream, and then I just took some blacks on my eyes just to make those eyes look sunken in and stuff. And then I also put some gray onto the veins and smudged it, and it actually made it look a lot more in the skin and dead looking, because that blue was pretty bright, so it just wasn't looking right. So I'm glad I did that. So now I'm just taking some more tissue around my mouth to kind of make it look like I was bit, which is what I was doing with the tweezers. I was trying to sculpt out teeth marks, but the shape wasn't coming out right. But it actually ended up working out, because it did look it gave that mouth area a really rugged, torn apart, look to it. So it didn't turn out bad in the end. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to putting some foundation over that toilet paper to make it blend in with my skin. I did use the lightest I did use the lightest foundation in my collection, and I'm just pulling at it, picking things apart. I'm trying to make it look very torn apart. So what I did now is I'm just going to take some shadow black to add some dimension and shadow to the look, my skin's kind of ripped up and stuff, and I'm adding it to the edges. And I'm going to continue on with the rest of my latex toilet paper area with the foundation again, and then adding that shadow with the black. So this is, I think, where the fun part comes in after all of these shading and stuff like that, is taking the red. So I just took a really dark burnt red and started adding it to that ripped edge area, and then all over that area where that bite mark was supposed to be. And then I'm going to start adding some blood. So what I did do though with that red is I also took it along the what do you call that, teared skin, quote unquote, to make it look really sore. This is really hard to explain, actually, now that I'm thinking about this. Who describes gore? Sierra doesn't describe gore makeup, Anyways, I'm taking the homemade blood that I made, which I use cornstarch, cocoa powder, and red food dye, and I'm going to use a brush to dip this. Now I did use two types of blood. I used homemade and store-bought, because the homemade one is a lot thicker in consistency and it's a lot darker, and then the store-bought is a lot runnier and it's brighter. But I feel both of them really made it look good, because the store-bought blood made it look fresh. So I basically just took my homemade blood and put it in the edges of that skin, just it kind of built up. I drooped it everywhere, and then I added the store-bought blood. I used brush techniques. I flicked it on my face, which was actually harder than a lot of makeup artists on YouTube make it look like. I think I used 3 separate brushes to get the freaking splatter marks with the blood, and it was not working. But anyways, I love how that mouth area turned out. I'm surprised with how it looks. I wish I had done better, but this is what I came up with. By all means, you do not have to do it. It's just a little bit of inspiration. It's something I did this Halloween, and I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next in my next video, guys. Bye. Love you.